Welcome to a very exciting time. Today, we'll be talking about monetizing your knowledge. How do you take whatever ideas you have, whatever expertise you have, whatever skill you have, and get to sell it? As a speaker, this information is very important for you. As a public speaker, pastor, teacher, trainer, consultant, life coach, whatever I'm going to share today is so very important to help you to grow your business, and you don't want to miss it for anything. So I'm going to take you straight into my screen, and I'll be showing you what we'll be learning today. Monetizing your knowledge. I'd like you to take down notes. It's very, very important that you take down all the notes that I will share with you today, because they will come in very handy. How do you take that knowledge you have and monetize it? For those of you who have followed me from the beginning of our training, you have learned a lot. You've taken down a lot of notes. And I want to say that I'm very grateful. Some of you have taken action. Some of you have reached out to me to be part of our Coach B program. And I can assure you that you will get value for whatever amount of money you've paid. I run a competency-based kind of training. What I mean by that is that I will not let you go until you can get the required skill, until you can take action, until you can start taking those baby steps becomes mature steps. And so I'm not promising that you're going to make millions of naira or dollars when you start and join our training, but I'm saying that you will master it well enough to make money. And before you even finish the program, you would have started making money from your knowledge and from your skill, especially online. So how do you monetize your knowledge and your skill? Part one. For those of you who have registered for our program, I'll give you another opportunity to do it today. Do it again today. Know that we're doing the part two in the paid training. So let's start today. So when we say what's knowledge or skill marketing, this is what we're talking about. We're saying that it's your ability to convert your knowledge, skill, expertise into different selling formats. So you can, and we'll explain what we mean by selling formats. You convert your knowledge, whatever knowledge you have, whatever skill you have, whatever expertise you have, whatever competence you have, into different selling formats such that you can sell. And for a speaker, this is important. You cannot burn yourself out. There's so much you can, there's just as much as you can do by being available, in different places. You want to be able to move to the point where you have your intellectual property. You want to move to that point where you have your intellectual property sold. All right, so it's the old term for information marketing. That's what we call monetizing. That's like a trend now. You say, oh, monetize your knowledge, monetize your knowledge, monetize your knowledge. A lot of people are talking about monetizing your knowledge and expertise and skill. Fantastic. This is just the old term for information marketing. I want to say this to us, that nothing gives you, and I want you to pay attention to this, nothing gives you more credibility than having an outlet where you consistently share that knowledge. By outlet, I mean maybe a blog. If you're a speaker and you have a blog, fantastic, you're sharing your content there on that blog, it will give you credibility, and credibility facilitates persuasion. All right, credibility enables, in fact, credibility is you building your brand. We talked about branding yesterday. Your podcast, your personal website, you need to start thinking along those lines if you want to make it big as a speaker, even if you're doing it part-time. All right. Anyone who creates content, that is videos, and photos and images are also content. There are people who take beautiful shots of different sceneries and village setting. There was a time in my city when everywhere in the city we had motorbikes. And all of a sudden the government came around, a new government showed up and banned motorbikes. And so it's very difficult for you to see I know plenty motorbikes everywhere. So is there somebody who has a photo shot of that time, that era where there were motorbikes everywhere? That is content. And trust me, that will really, really, people want to buy it. Their websites, like maybe Getty Images, a few other websites, even magazines are online that we want to buy. So photos are also content. Blog posts, news, articles, all of these serve as content. So anyone who creates content surrounding a particular topic especially will be seen as an expert. Now, when we say content or information or knowledge, I like to clarify something. It's not necessarily, it's not about the length of the information or knowledge or the skill or how elaborate the skill is. It's not about that. It's about the value, the problem it solves. I'm traveling to a city and then I get stranded, I get stopped. And I meet a fellow, and I'm asking the fellow, please, can you give me directions? And he tells me that it's worth 5,000 naira. And because it's late and I don't want to get stranded, I say, okay, so give me directions. He brings out a piece of paper, just one piece of paper, and then he draws with his hand a map showing the directions and telling me, points, bus stops, and so on, and how to navigate with his biro. And he hands over that piece of paper for me. Now, I've paid 5,000 for that piece of paper, but guess what? It's not the piece of paper. It's not the number of pieces. It's not the pieces of paper that I should have that determines how valuable that information is. It's the direction, it's the value, it's the problem that it solves. So sometimes we think that when we talk about information marketing or knowledge marketing, it has to be long, it has to be elaborate. No, it can be as small as a piece of paper. We'll look at that shortly. So it's not about the length of the information or the knowledge, it's about the skill. There's a website for those of you who are interested in e-commerce. Just by giving somebody a website or websites, just handing over that, sharing the website to someone, the person can have access to a market or to suppliers that will give him products for free or for cheap. And so that's giving out that website alone is information. For that information, you can charge a person as much as you want to charge. So it's not necessarily about, not about the length of the information, but always about the value that information brings. Once you understand that, you take out that worry of, oh, I don't know how to write and all of that, okay? And we'll look at that more. So, but in making money with your knowledge, in making money in information marketing industry, making money as a public speaker and in the knowledge business, you need to think about niches, hot niches. Now, we have various niches. We have hobbies, we have, all kinds of niches. Americans can be crazy, but there are certain niches that are hot cakes, that sell like hot cakes. And you need to start thinking along those lines. You want to build your information business around it. We talked about niches yesterday when we're looking at speakers building their brand and then being the first in a particular area or creating a new category. So here are the niches that will sell like hot cake, that will bring you money almost immediately, that you can start tomorrow and build a massive business. If you have expertise, if you have knowledge, if you have skill around these areas, you're going to make a lot of sense. So health, I tell you, the health industry is massive, it's huge. And yesterday we had a number of doctors in our class, and we talked to them. I said to them, you guys need to understand that going through med school, becoming a medical doctor, working as a medical doctor gives you a lot of leverage, a lot of credibility, and that can help you sell. You can, and if you're doing any business, any online business, you think along those lines, sell information, ideas, and services around that, and you do very well. If a medical doctor is doing a multi-level marketing business that has supplements, the medical doctor can do well because health is a hot niche. One of the things a lot of ladies want to really get to have is a well-shaped body. There's this fitness trend. I don't know if you notice it among women now. So any lady who can sell that information, sell a product maybe a product, a body magic, or sell trainings, or sell a fitness program. I have a friend who's a dear friend of mine. His wife sells a lot of, and she's very fit, trim and fit. And she sells that. She sells videos, she produces videos and helps people to become better. She also sells products like body magic. You can also get that going for you. And the people who sell products you can drink, teas you can take, all of that falls under the fitness niche, and it's a very powerful niche. You can build a business around that. You can instruct people, sell information, sell products along those lines, sell books along those lines, sell audio programs, sell videos, and you make a lot of sense. Another hot niche is relationships. This is massive. And you can produce ebooks here, you can produce videos, you can have conversations, massive, massive, massive. Another very hot niche is business and marketing. People want to, a lot of people want to be entrepreneurial, even those who are working, who are building a career, they want to have a side hustle. They want to have a side kick as a business, and they want to get information. There's a knowledge gap. A lot of startups don't have knowledge, don't have information about building a business. So if you have some kind of experience or some kind of knowledge, or if you've done something before and that are considered you're doing something, you can give that knowledge, and you have a lot of people pay you for that. And of course, personal development. People want to grow, you want to become better. For you to be attractive and valuable, you want to build your capacity. So these are hot niches. There are many other hot niches that you can get involved with and get yourself to make a lot of sense. All right, so that's pretty much hot niches. There are many other hot niches. So jump on one of these hot niches. Jump on them. Make sure you're jumping on them. Make sure that you're looking at these areas as you build your business. Now, so you have identified, I'm assuming now, and one of the things we're going to help you do when you join the Coach B program, the training, we're going to help you find yourself, literally find what area that you can be passionate about and you can also monetize. The passion is important, because if you don't have passion for what you're pursuing, what you're doing, there will be an issue. You will not have the energy, the fuel to go through. There will be some period where you will not be making as much money, or you're going through stress, where you have to stay true, persevere, and be consistent. Passion is what will push you through. So we need to come to that point where we align your passion with a hot niche. You can tie it, like somebody interested in relationships and also or related in finance, but realizes that relationship is his core. Okay, he's interested in relationship, but he wants to get people to really buy in. He now ties finance and relationship. You can do this hot niches combo and get results. So what are the channels? What platforms can you use to sell your information product or your knowledge? You can create videos. All right, so one thing that you probably want to have is to buy a camera. You can buy a video camera, you can invest in it. Some of these Samsung cameras, Canon cameras, Nikon cameras, yeah, I think there are Samsung cameras too. You can get that will create fantastic videos for you. You know, buy a tripod stand and you're good to go. Buy lights, you're good to go. You can use camera. And if you can afford to get a camera, there are very, very powerful phones that will do a fantastic job. You just need to have a phone stand and you're good to go to create videos. You can create videos. Another platform you can use blogs. For those of you who will do the Coach B program, I'm going to be teaching you step by step how to create a blog. A blog is an online diary. It contains a lot of information. It doesn't have to be lengthy. It can be how your daily routine was, what activities you did, a story. I'll show you all of that shortly. I run a blog myself that I update at least once a week. I run a number of blogs. So blogging, why do you want to put stuff in your blog? Because you want to be findable. You want to be found on Google. And for those of you who have followed me for a while, I said that when people are looking for knowledge and content, they go to Google and they go to YouTube. All right. So when you go to because blogs are more dynamic, they're more content driven, and so having just a static website won't help you get search engine rankings. But putting out content in your blog regularly will help you to rank in the first page or second page of your niche, of your industry. So another way you can also make money is through online courses and webinars. I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to be going online at some point to show you how to create online courses and how to create webinars. That's a fantastic way to succeed. And there's the podcast, voice notes, podcast, and you can also make money from selling ebooks. I've made a lot of money from selling a lot of ebooks. It saves you costs, saves you publishing costs. Ebooks are fantastic. I'll be teaching you how to create ebooks. Even if you don't know how to write, I'll teach you how to create ebooks, and then how to be a writer without writing. How about that? How to be a writer without writing, and how to easily edit your ebook, and how to create the ebook without having anybody do it for you, and publish it, whether you want to publish it on Amazon or you want to publish it on, you want to sell it yourself on your website, that will fly. Okay, so the other things you can do, you can create workbooks. You can, so like I said, your content doesn't have to be so long. It can be as small as a workbook that guides people through a process. Like I created a workbook. I have this workbook created last year with a co-author on goals, how to set plans for a year. We put our stuff together. I focused on creating the parts for goals, and she focused on creating a workbook for creating a vision board. I don't know if you've heard of vision boards. All right, so workbooks are powerful. You can also look at checklists, simple checklists, reports, and this is a big one for your premium customers, people that you want to do trainings with, and you don't want to meet them physically because of distance. I have enough people like that. You can have one-on-one consulting, and they pay you very, very high price. Now, these people are taking your time. They're taking your time, and for me, I think that when you are doing one-on-one consulting, you should charge the person very high. So people that I do one-on-one with and give them sufficient time, I charge very high just to have that one-on-one conversation with me. All right, so how do you get started quickly in this industry? I'll tell you what to do. Tip what you know, whatever it is that you are familiar with, confident in your ability, you can create and start an information marketing business. So you can start an information marketing business. That's the point we're trying to make. All right, so but here's how to start, and I want you to take notes of this. You want to identify the industry and niche. This is also very important. It begins with discovery of not just any industry, hot niche industry that can quickly start making money. We'll guide you through that process. And then you want to figure out the channel or platform. You can't use all the platforms. Do you want to use email? Do you want to use email marketing? Do you want to use Zoom? Do you want to use webinars? What platform do you think you can get familiar with? Do you want to do social media marketing and use social media to sell information? There are people who create closed Facebook groups. So they drive traffic to an inquiry group that is open, and they pitch for people to join a closed Facebook group. And that closed Facebook group, they now do their training. You can pay 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. That's there are people also do it on WhatsApp. People do it on Telegram. So you want to figure out what channel or platform you're going to use and you're familiar with. And then, of course, you've got to create a schedule because it will take your time at the beginning. Now, in order for you to automate the process, you have to give yourself some time at the beginning. Let me give you an example, and I'm going to explain that for those who join our training. What happens is you find out what you want to do, put the contents together. It takes you some time to put the contents together, then create a schedule of when you want to do this, when this should appear, when this should, and then you now spend 1 or 2 or 3 days or 4 days to write all that you need to write, do all the videos all at once, and then upload it on the platform. So if it's YouTube you're doing, or if it's webinar, you're giving your time to putting out all that content, creating all the content, editing it and making sure it is good, and then you push it out there. The next thing is to amplify your efforts. To amplify your effort basically means you want to learn how to advertise. One of the things I'm going to also do for us, those people who join me, is teach you how to advertise, teach you Facebook advertising, teach you YouTube advertising, how you can advertise that thing that you know. That's basically how to amplify your efforts. So to monetize your knowledge, in summary, is know your why. Why do you want to do this? What's your purpose? What's your objective? What's your goal? Then it's also very important that you identify your who are your target audience, who are your specific. The more specific you are about who this message is for, the better it is for you, because at the end of the day, you're going to get, those are the people that will give you money. And then you want to identify, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Your content, why, who, and what. Now, for example, if you are an expert on how to train dogs, this is not very common in Nigeria or in Ghana or in Africa. In America, it's common. But I know there's this dog show that this lady used to do in my area. She does it once a year. And that dog show has made her quite popular. So people meet her for consulting on their dogs and all of that, how to train dogs, how to feed, you know. She's still local. Imagine if I walk up to her and tell her, you know what, Ma, you can have a larger number of people, and then you can target people even in your community who have dogs and are looking for people to train them and increase your money. You can create videos to help people and have people connect with you from out of the country. You can, there's something called JV in information marketing. You can have joint ventures with foreigners, work with them, even with Africans who are not in your country. And then you teach people, you can create videos, lots of things you can do with the information that you have. All you need is a guide who will be willing to put you through. All right. So, for example, if you're an expert on how to train dogs, you could write an ebook. That's good. And sell it on Amazon or anywhere on dog training techniques. You could also create a video training series on how to train dogs. All right. So, webinar platforms you can use. One of the ways I talked about different channels and platforms you can use. This is massive. You are a speaker or trainer, you want to get familiar with any of these platforms. Webinar Jam, write it down. StreamYard, write it down. Go to Webinar and Zoom. So write down these platforms and then, you know, Google them up. Some of them have apps. I've used StreamYard. I use StreamYard, and right now I'm using Zoom. Webinar Jam is very, very unique and very dynamic, but you have to pay a certain amount of money. You have to pay a certain amount of money to use Webinar Jam. All right, it's a very powerful platform. It will help you teach. You can create online courses. You can store it. You can do a lot with Webinar Jam. Same thing with GoToWebinar. Fantastic platform. With StreamYard, you can link your StreamYard with Facebook Live, YouTube, and LinkedIn at the same time. StreamYard is that for, I think you can do that on Zoom. All right. So now there are certain platforms that helps you monetize your knowledge. Let's assume that you put the video together, you put the podcast together, you have put the content together. What 5 platforms will help you start selling? Okay, so you don't have to create a website now or use your blog. You can use any of these platforms. First one is Medium, and the second one is Coursera. It's an e-learning platform. But I'm going to take you online and show you the difference between Coursera and Udemy. Udemy is spelled U-D-E-M-Y. I don't know why I didn't put it here, but it's a very powerful platform. I'll show you the difference between Coursera and Udemy. I'll do that once I'm done with this class. And then Skillshare is also another fantastic platform. Then YouTube is fantastic. You can upload videos regularly there. And you can even password your videos so that people don't have access to your videos except you give them that access. All right, premium videos. You can actually sell those things to them. YouTube is another very powerful. And the beautiful thing about YouTube is that if you have a certain number of views, YouTube can pay you, will pay you. And because you're on YouTube and you're providing content, when people search for that particular content and see your content on YouTube, they can reach out to you, reach out to your number, call your number, send you a mail, or, because that's what we say very often, that you need to put out your details on your YouTube channel so that, when you're doing the videos, the people can reach out to you, either call you or, send you a message and all that. Then there's also this very interesting platform that focuses on healthcare, life sciences, legal, and finance. It's called Taxit Key. You can Google this stuff. Probably do that in a short while. So a knowledge and monetization platform is a knowledge and monetization platform for professionals across 4 domains: healthcare, life sciences, legal, and finance. Coursera, you can get a degree with Coursera, and you cannot, unless you are accredited, or unless you are part of an institution, maybe a university, you cannot have your content on Coursera. You can't have the content there, but you can put up your content. But if you're in, maybe if University of Lagos or Ibadan has some project, you can, and you're a lecturer, you can have the content there, and people can buy your content from Coursera. But if you're selling any other information, we're going to go out and see how it looks like shortly. You can put your stuff on Udemy. Is far, a lot easier. Put your content there and people can sell. I also told you about Teachable. We'll probably look at that today. Teachable.com. All right. Now I'd like you to, are there Nigerians or are there Africans who sell their knowledge, who are speakers and who sell their knowledge? Yes, there are. There's a certain lady called Trisha Iponwoba. I hope I pronounced it well. I'm sorry, Trisha, if I murder your language. I know she's either Benin or Edo, right? But if you are on Facebook, you probably have Google her up now and check her out. Trisha B is a fantastic lady. Trisha B is a fantastic lady, an amazing lady, and she sells information. We're going to check her out shortly when we go online. Amazing lady. Trisha B is a fantastic lady, superb lady. You need to connect with her, write her name down and connect with her, buy her product if you can, and follow her. It will work if you do so. And then, of course, John Obidi, I hear he's a young guy, fantastic guy, sells information, sells knowledge online, and he's an amazing person, an amazing individual. John Obidi is super guy. Google him up, follow him. When I give you these names, I'm giving these names because I want you to go check them out. Go check them out. Get to their website, buy their products, invest. They would also guide you. I can guide you. For those of you who don't want me to train you or to coach you, these people are fantastic people, and they've been doing this business. They've made money. They have proofs. But if you want me to help you, and these guys will not charge you, will not go for free. They will get you to pay. All right. So one of the things I'm going to be teaching you basically is how to create a YouTube channel. And I tell you, it is so super easy. You can do it. How to create a YouTube channel, and not just create a YouTube channel, how to monetize your YouTube channel. As a speaker, you need to do that. You need to put our content there, and you also want to learn how to monetize your YouTube channel. Would you like to learn that? Would you like to learn that? All right. One of my strengths, my biggest strength, is also blogs. I'm a blogger. All right. As a speaker, I believe that speakers should be bloggers. So these are two apps you need to have on your phone. If you don't already have it, go download, go to your Play Store, look up for WordPress. That's the logo there. That's what you see. Download it into your phone, because if you are part of my training, my Coach Me training, I'll be teaching you how to set up a blog. A blog is like a website, but it's more dynamic. And you can even start with a free blog and then grow it into a paid one. Bloggers too, blog is even a lot more easy, because with Blogger, you can create a Blogspot website like almost in less than 5 minutes. And if you put out content there and you tag, well, I'll show you how to tag, how to monetize, and then that's how you become very successful. I'm reading a book by a man called Grant Cardone. Let me spell his name for you. Grantcardone. The book is titled The 10X Rule. And this man is so massive, so massive. So massive. If you go on YouTube and you check him out, you'll be surprised at the information. He's just on you. He's just really on you. And he said something that was quite striking. I'm trying to look at it for you from the book. He says that if you want to succeed in business and in life, you've got to take massive action. You've got to really take massive action. Look what he said here. He said he realized that people didn't know him. People didn't know him. So let me read it word for word. He said, this has been the single biggest problem I've encountered in every business I've built. Okay, that's not it. He said, the problem is not competition. Your problem as a speaker, as an information marketer, as an internet person is not competition. The problem you have is obscurity. No one knew who I was, him speaking. This has to be the single biggest problem I've encountered in every business I've built. And I imagine that it's one of the biggest problem entrepreneurs face. People don't know you or about your new products. And the only way to bust through obscurity is by taking massive action. See, I didn't have money to invest in advertising, so I spent all my energy on phone calls, traditional mail, email, cold calls, return calls, visits, and more calls. Now, so this is important. He said this level of massive action may sound and is indeed exhausting at times, but it's important. The challenge you will have as a speaker, as an information marketer, is obscurity. You've got to be out there. How dare you say you are not on social media? Are you okay? You've got to find a way to put content. And if it's a problem for you, get somebody who can do it for you. Or better still, if you work in the morning, in the evening, you're taught how to put content. And I said, it doesn't have to be long. It can be short. And I'll teach you how to use blogs and how to tag and how to get results in blogs. It will really blow your mind. So let me give you my offer. And this is the final day of our training. I'm sure that in the last 3 days, I've given you so much value. I'll still show you a few things. I'm going to take you to the website, to a few websites to show you stuff. And my offer is that I want to teach just 20 people. We have like 4 people who have signed up, and that is not good. I want to teach 20 people the art of speaking. The art of speaking is to become good technically, so that even if you're doing virtual meetings or actual meetings, you are technically good like I am. I am technically good as a speaker. I know stage management very well. I know how to handle the stage and how to deliver the content. In public speaking, content isn't king. Delivery is king. How do you deliver the content that you have? Some things I'm going to be sharing with you. And then you also need to understand technology. You understand how to use Zoom, how to StreamYard, Facebook Live, how to run Facebook advert, how to do YouTube. This basic knowledge, use WhatsApp, use Telegram to get leads and results. You need this. So very important. You need it so important. And of course, you need to understand the business side of it. I talked of a few things here yesterday. I'm going to be showing more how you can start branding yourself. You can start with little or nothing, make calls, build your lists. All of this, I'm saying that I'll do that for you. And I run a competency-based kind of training that says, look, until you master it, I'm not letting you go. You're in a WhatsApp community with me. I'll give you information. I'll give you assignments. You meet that assignment, you pass it, you move to the next level. And before you know it, you're great. So invest in learning. We're not going to, it's not motivational, it's teaching. We'll invest in learning and you see yourself move so forth. So if you are interested in being part of it, I'm giving you again, this is the last day of this training. I want you to take action as quickly as possible. That is the account number to pay the 10,000 Naira. All right. When you pay 10,000 Naira to Learn and Earn Ventures, Polaris Bank, 407-000-2413. Send the proof of payment to that number, whether you're in Nigeria. If you're not in the country, Nigeria, and you want to be part of this, just private chat me on this WhatsApp number, and I'll get to see how I can help you. It's very important that you pay attention. So let me quickly, as I continue, I want to take you online and show you some websites. I've done slides. I want to see if I can show you some websites. All right, so stay with me. Let me show you if I can show you some websites. All right. If I can show you some websites. Okay. Let me show you some of those things I just mentioned. So I talked about Coursera versus Udemy. These are platforms you can, what about that shortly, right? You remember? So let's look at the difference. You can create courses for them. Let's see if there's something I read here today. Okay, this is it. Coursera, I saw something that I think that you need to see. I hope it opens fast. Okay. Then I also said I was going to show you something, some figures that are quite important. These guys are fantastic. Follow them. Let me show you what's that name again? Is it Treasure Bees? Okay, Treasure Bees. Oh, sorry. Treasure Bees. I think this is opened up. So what is Udemy? Udemy is an online teaching platform. Online teaching platform helps to create courses on numerous categories like development, business, design, marketing, etc. Courses which are available on Udemy are taught by expert instructions, and then students can also develop new skills and achieving their goals and learning the extensive library of various courses. So that's what Udemy does. I also look at the site. There is a free grammar check, Grammarly. That's another website that you get to use. If you're creating ebooks, you need to work with that. So Coursera website offers MOOCs. What's MOOCs? It means massive open online courses, like open university kind of courses. But the MOOCs courses from well-known universities, okay? All Coursera courses contain pre-recorded video lectures that you can watch even if it's when it's convenient for you. The full form of MOOCs is massive open online courses. So you can actually go to school again with Coursera. So what's the difference between Coursera? I just want you to, now the first they say when it comes to price, Udemy is very expensive. Courses range from $50, that's what they say, to $200, but it's very easy to get deals that discount the rates to 12.9. So you have a lot of discounts on Udemy. Coursera is less expensive. Certification, you have certification as low as $49. Who can be your instructor? In Udemy, almost anyone can become an instructor. What that means is that you can become an instructor on Udemy, but Coursera courses can be taught by only educators, experts, and professional instructors. So if you're part of a university, an affiliate there, all right, so that's basically, you can go check out guru99.com and see Udemy, fantastic website. All right, so I was going to share about Trisha Bees. Follow her. This is her website. Let's see if we can open it in another link. Another person I said I was going to show you, fantastic guy you need to follow. His name is John Obidi. John Obidi. Follow them. They are good guys. They will help you. John Obidi. He's a young guy, but a fantastic guy. That's johnobidi.com. These are speakers and information marketers. They sell products online. Some of them use their own platforms. Some use other people's platforms. So let's look at this. I said something about teachable.com. Teachable.com. All right. Teachable.com. Teachable.com is also a platform that you as an individual can be part of. Teachable.com. Share what you know. Share what you know. All right. So you can go and sign up, get started. That's good. Now the challenge with teachable.com is that for you to get to a certain point, you will need to either you can log in or get started. When you join my class, I'll teach you how to get this thing started. It's not as difficult as you think. Let me see if I can show you. So create online courses and coaching services, transform your experience and know-how into a thriving knowledge business. You can get started. It will shock you People will buy from all over the world. Teachable.com. Let me see if Trisha Bees has something on Teachable.com. Trisha Bees. Trisha Bees. Trisha Bees. Teachable.com. Teachable. Let's see what comes out. Okay, look at our own platform. Trisha Bees .teachable.com. Let's see how when you eventually work with us and we show you how to do this, how her own looks like. You see what she sells. So you can actually create a website and create a platform like this for yourself. But Teachable already has huge traffic. So all you just do is put your content out there and then you're good to go. So this is her own platform on Teachable.com. Welcome to business growth. Trisha help budding entrepreneurs build sustainable business and turn profit while at it. We teach smart ways to market, sell, and grow your brand. So you can easily do this. You click here on a roll now, it take you to a place. So you check that site out, trishabees.teachable.com. You can write it down. So these are the courses she offers. So if you join my training, I'll teach you how to create stuff like this. Stuff like this. On Canva, there's something called Canva. Probably show you. Canva, you can create beautiful stuff on Canva. Let me see if I can write Canva. Canva for me, I think is also canva.com. I think it's an app because I use the app a lot. So see, she has products. She's created simple flyers for this. She's teaching on sales funnels here. She's teaching on referral marketing. You can purchase any of these products. Can you build yourself to this point? Yes, you can. It's not as difficult as you think. Content creation for Instagram, one course bundles. It's not as difficult as you think. This one is 10,000 naira. Let's click on this. This one is even audio only for 10,000. Babe, you try it. S marketing. So let us see if we click on one of it, what comes out. So we can model, create courses like this on Teachable, or you can do it with your own website. All right, a guide to smart marketing for small business in Nigeria. If you click on that, see where it takes you. Let's click on that and roll on course, and you're good. So this is teachable.com. Would you be interested in learning Teachable? So a month subscription is about 15 or 13,000, about 13,000 naira a month. So you put in your, I'm already on Teachable. So I put in my details. I put in my card information, my smart card. I put my name and I put my smart card and then the expiry date and then I pay. That's it. That's how it works. People pay from all over the world to her and she makes a lot of money from it. So guys, no need to talk so much. It's time for you. Okay, this is our website, Trisha Bees. Did I show you this is Trisha Bees? We can also create a site. This is the person that's taking her business to the next level. You too can do that. All right, Trisha Bees. Did I show you johnobd.com? Let's see John Obd. John Obd. Let's see what website he has. This is his website. Her niche is monetizing your knowledge, monetizing your knowledge. So look at John Obd here. Become the most of yourself. This is John Obd, fantastic website. This is another guy that I think you should follow. He'll take you far. Those are his clients. Amazing guy, really, really amazing guy. Even has videos. Amazing guy. I respect them so much. These are guys that do stuff. Let's see somebody else that we can also follow. Emeka Nobis. I don't know if you had an experience with him. Emeka Nobis is also a fantastic guy you can follow. He's also in the knowledge business. he's more of a writer. He's more of a writer, more of the writer for you. Okay. That's a Mechanobis for you. That's his website. He's giving a high value content offer. For those of you who have been following me, there's a reason why he's doing this. That's his menu, and you can see a lot about his academy. All right. So that's a Mechanobis. And then we have, who else again? So I'm into public speaking. That's my own website there. I'm also, I do quite a lot. I'm not just a public speaker. I'm also into a whole lot. Philanthropy, I'm passionate about people. So it's loading to appear shortly. Okay, so that's my own website there. You see my speaking services here. You see free products. If you want to listen to me, if you want to listen to some of my audios, you have them there, here. Okay. My products and services. I also sell products and services here. You see that there. And then my blog. I also have a blog that's me doing philanthropic work. So it depends on how you want to go. Okay. You can go down, see things that I do. Having this website didn't cost me so much. Okay. I also have my YouTube videos. I have a lot of YouTube videos here, my video gallery. I have lots of YouTube videos here. What clients are saying about me. Okay. All right. So what happened? Just so guys, that's the much I can take for today. I'm almost certain that you got so much value. I want to thank you guys for being part of the class. I will take questions now. That's what I can take. When we get to see, um, when we get to work together, I will take your questions. I will guide you through the process, and I'll help you set up a blog, help you set up a lot of things. So let me take questions now. You can unmute yourself and then ask me a few questions, and then we're done for today.